So help me God.
Bill Whitaker brings keen insight into some of the biggest headlines of our time.
His first official function as the new president of South Africa.
During his 37 years at CBS News, he's covered a broad range of stories.
15 days, 1,300 miles, the length of Mexico to the border.
From the war in Afghanistan
For First Sergeant James Lemon,
to natural disasters.
time and hope and miracles are running out.
And 3 presidential campaigns. For the last 7 years, he's been a correspondent at 60 Minutes, examining the vetting process for Syrian refugees who wanted to come to the United States.
Less than 1% have had that chance.
Revealing how Russian hackers spread a cyber virus to 18,000 government and private computer networks in the United States.
Russian agents went rummaging through the digital files of the U.S. Departments of Justice, State, Treasury, Energy, and Commerce, among others.
And investigating with the Washington Post how drug industry lobbyists hampered the Drug Enforcement Agency's efforts to curb the opioid crisis.
I'm Bill Whitaker with 60 Minutes.
Yes.
And we'd like to speak with Congressman Marino, if we could.
After the story aired, President Trump's nominee to run the agency, Congressman Tom Marino, withdrew from consideration. Born in Philadelphia, Whitaker says he got the news bug from his father, a news junkie who worked as a welder.
Charlotte police find themselves in a
He cut his teeth as a reporter at WBTV in Charlotte.
hundreds of angry whites.
Whitaker was one of a handful of black journalists to break the barrier into network news,
One county official said, "I haven't seen anything like this in 20 years.
joining CBS News as a correspondent in Atlanta in 1985.
Here's the ruling party will have to share power.
He moved to Tokyo 3 years later to cover Asia.
Tiananmen Square is once again the domain of the people.
Then spent nearly 2 decades at CBS's Los Angeles bureau.
Right now, let's check in with CBS News correspondent Bill Whitaker outside the courthouse. Bill?
2 years ago, Whitaker went to the Philippines for a 60 Minutes profile of Maria Ressa, an ICFJ Award winner, whose news organization took on the brutal policies of President Rodrigo Duterte and found herself under personal and legal attack.
What do they do to you?
Alleged corruption, alleged CIA. Second, with women in particular, sexual attacks. Rape, murder, behead. At one point, I was getting 90 hate messages per hour. They wanted to pound me to silence.
And Bill Whitaker is still hungry for the next big story.
I'm curious. I love talking to people. When I add all those things together, it says journalism. So yeah, I got the job that fits me perfectly.